And we're off at Percival Molson Memorial Stadium in Montreal. Graham Naismith with you on the commentary for this Premiership de Montreal match featuring Montreal 67 and Verdansk. Verdansk in their orange uniforms going right at the goal here early on. Oh, it would have been a very early opening goal. Would have taken all of 18 seconds. And the goalkeeper not going to be happy with the team playing in front of him. The fact that they opened up 20 seconds in. What a start to the match that was. But yes, Verdansk in orange, moving, as you can tell, from right to left on your screen. Montreal 67 in all white. Verdansk, the class of the league this season. Oh boy, a terrible giveaway. What is going on here with 67? It may open up yet again. Not on the same page. He's going to try to run it down. Good burst of pace, but it's out of play. Verdansk really looking like the class of the league this year, as we were just saying. Or actually, was it offside? Yeah, it was offside in the build-up. Anyways, Verdansk looking like a strong team, and 67 will certainly have their hands full under the lights at Percival Molson Memorial Stadium. Look at the one-touch work in close quarters there. That pass a bit heavy, and the defender gets it away, but only as far as the midfield. It's going to be pulled back, though, as the player who slid in, I think, was caught somehow. Verdansk, they've looked so good all over the pitch, both offensively and defensively this season. And they're looking to be really formidable combatants in this league. But it's Montreal 67 to try to bring it forward. A bit far out for a shot, so he dinks it through. He's onside. There's the shot. Routine save for the goalkeeper, but an early warning from 67. Back and forth action here as they broke through. Ended up being comfortable for the keeper. But it was a good opportunity nonetheless. One that, in another situation, may find the back of the net. Verdansk controlling the play in the midfield, as always. That looks to be a well-timed run. Then it's knocked out of play. Looking over to the assistant official as to whether there was an offside call coming. That one a foul throw. Our head official today is Igor Harhu, as Mikaya is the fourth official, I believe. And, oh my goodness, another foul throw. You know, it's really been a, there's been just a run of foul throws throughout the league this season. A couple of teams guilty of just being incapable of taking a throw in. Embarrassing, really. You know, an adult who is incapable of taking a proper throw in. But we've seen a lot of it, and we've seen two already inside 4 minutes. Now here's a free kick for Verdansk from 30 yards away. Goalkeeper, only a two-man wall here. And we'll see what they decide to pull off. He does use his help there. Check down. There's a shot. Did it go in? No, it was off the crossbar. What a hit that was with the left foot. Still danger here. Onto his left foot. Puts in the cross, looking for the back post. Headed right back where it came from. A hard, high shot, looking for the top corner. It was a tight angle, and he did well to get under it. But it hit squarely off the crossbar. And then right out. And it's going to be 67 ball. But what a flying start to this game. 5 minutes in. Both goalkeepers forced into diving saves. And an attempt that hits the crossbar. Now looking over the top. Bit too heavy. Goalkeeper's out there. Ooh, that one was actually pretty close, as the attacker was chasing it down. But The goalkeeper was able to handle it. Now Verdansk looking to play the long ball, and it's well weighted, but offside there. Just a bit too eager to get forward and couldn't hold up his run. Couldn't have been offside by much. We honestly didn't really see it on camera, did we? .67 showing at times that they can score goals in bunches. In fact, against White Eagles, clear push in the back there. Against White Eagles, they were down 3-0, and they were down 3-0 in a hurry, quite frankly. I think inside of about 30 minutes. And that game looked to be about done and dusted. But Montreal 67, they got one before the half, and then in the first 5 minutes of the second half, oh my, they got two quick goals to tie up the match. Eventually, that was all the scoring they did, and White Eagles scored some more. I think it ended about 7-3. But they really poured it on. Now here comes Verdansk. One-on-one with the keeper. Oh, it's a poor attempt. Still a follow-up here with the left foot. Another one right at the goalkeeper. Flag stayed down the entire way. That one should have been in the back of the net. A weak attempt right at the goalkeeper, who probably should have held it. Now here comes 67, looking to make them pay for that poor attack, but the defender does well in handling an awkward ball for him and clearing it away. Back heel forward. And they're going to call it back for a free kick. Similar position to the one that led to the shot off the crossbar, I believe. Oh, no, actually, this one's from about 10 yards further away. Looking to play it quickly here. Catch them off guard. Think they might be offside. They are. Not a bad idea. Looking to catch Montreal 67 napping. Ooh, Verdansk for a second looked like they were caught in two minds, but the center back was right there, had it all the way. Now in the midfield, Verdansk dominates the midfield, and they explode through this time. Couple of men committed forward. Looking to pull it through, they're offside again. It's been commonplace to have offside calls here. And what's going on here? As number 17, regarded as a pest, was not giving up the ball. I don't think you can fault 67 there, and I think that's what the referee's saying right now. You brought that one on yourself. That's exactly what Igor Harhu is saying. You know, he's got a lot of fancy moves there, but, you know, I hope he feels good scoring the 8th and 9th goal in the match. Those are pretty much the only goals he scores. A clear night here at Molson Stadium. Good conditions for soccer. You may look at the field and think, oh, it looks a bit wet, but that's just the effect of the lights off of the field turf surface and the, you know, what it does with our cameras. It's a dry night. Ball will be skipping in a strange manner. You know, on these field turf surfaces, there's positives and negatives. As here comes 67. Can they open the scoring? Right at the goalkeeper, still loose. Oh my goodness, it goes over. It hits the field goal upright. The goalkeeper's down. Sunday League football, my goodness. Another shot that goes right at the goalkeeper. And the rebound was right there. The attacker followed it in. Well done to follow it in. But then he somehow put it over as the net was gaping right there. And the goalkeeper is still down on all fours. The referee just holding things up. Looks like he may have, in making the stop, he might have made it with his midsection. Maybe just got winded there briefly, and he's just taking a moment to collect himself. If that's the case, you know, it hurts right now, but it's not the worst thing, because in 10 minutes you're going to be fine, as that's a really nice long ball up the field. Looking to bring it down. He's off balance. Oh, he's going to get a foul for it. A bit of a soft call there, in my opinion. The attacker, it was a tough ball for him to bring down. He was falling backwards. But it is going to be a free kick. This one you'd have to think will be a direct shot on goal. Looks like it'll be 28 yards away. Very central, perfect opportunity to try to dip this one over the wall. It will be very enticing to try to do so. We'll see how they line this up. You'd think a right footer just to dip this one over the wall, although there's a left footer over there right now. Oh, a left footer would also do the trick, trying to dip it over the wall, really, from such a central position. Four-man wall, unsurprising for 67. This is one where the goalkeeper's going to line up. You know, even though he has his wall protecting the right side of his goal, he's going to line up fairly centrally, I think. There's the left footer. Goalkeeper saw it all the way. Wasn't really going to challenge him there. I think in that case, the attacker was banking on the goalkeeper not seeing the ball around the wall. But here they come in once more. Verdansk, a low drive, gets through the keeper, but then out for a corner kick, our first corner kick of the match. There's been so much attacking action here. Remarkable that it took us about 12 minutes to find our first corner kick. But just going back to that free kick, I think the forward was banking on the goalkeeper not being able to see the shot off his foot and reacting late. But the goalkeeper did see it, and there wasn't enough power behind it anyways. First corner kick, right footer to take. Enticing one right in there. Not bad delivery. Ooh, trying the volley. Goalkeeper sprawls for it. When those balls are bouncing out, a lot of the time you just see them blasted straight through the field goal uprights. That time it looked like he didn't quite get all of it and almost shanked it. Right back on the ball now. They turned it over in a vulnerable position. Couple of moves there. Defender separates him from the ball. And 67, did that go out of play? Yes, it did. It'll be a goal kick. Verdansk, I would expect them to really test the goalkeeper. We've seen them score a couple of all-world goals this season from quite a long ways out. I think some as far as 35 yards out, really. And here they are moving through the midfield so easily, as they always do. Probably the strongest part of their team. They're playing the midfield. That one outside, well received. Now playing it through. He's onside this time. Falls down. He's drawn himself a foul right on the edge of the box. This one, it's an awkward angle. If this was central, it would be really enticing for a shot. This one, you know, 19 yards out, but it's at such an angle, you'd really have to put it with power and probably just put it through a gap. Only two people in the wall. Oh no, now a third one arrives. Montreal 67 really doing a lot of defending in the past couple of minutes. He's going to try a shot again. It's right at the goalkeeper, skips to him, and it's a comfortable save. But again, we were saying about the field turf, it's great because you can play on it in all conditions. Verdansk bringing it down. How do you find that man? Great vision. Opening up, trying to find a shooting lane. A bit too far away now. Looks like they'll bring it back, just maintaining possession. You know, the good thing about artificial surfaces is you can play in all conditions, so it could just be a torrential downpour 20 minutes before your match, and you can still play. The field's still playable, but, you know, a lot of the time it just creates such weird bounces off the turf when it's wet. Well worked there. Is he onside? Looks to be. Trying to bring it around the keeper. He tried to bring it around and then cut it back, but he's missed by quite a bit that time. And it'll be out for a goal kick. Both teams have really been breaking through. What is defense here? As Verdansk have controlled the ball in their opponent's box quite a bit. In 67, they've had two grade A opportunities themselves. Remarkable that we haven't had a goal, really. Man swarmed and they've taken the ball away. He's going to try to win it right back, though. Lunging in there, ball's out of play, and it's Verdansk ball, taking the throw in quickly. Man loose in the middle, that's where he was looking, but it's just over the head. Right ball to play, it was going to be a difficult one on the bounce, and then some nice defense there by 67, forcing them back. In a match like this, wide open, back and forth, you get the sense that it's only a matter of time before we find an opening goal. Looking to play it square and through, and it'll be a corner for 67. First time we've seen this side of the pitch in a couple of minutes, as they've had a lot of defending to do. They've survived it, though, as it's still 0-0 here as we approach 17 minutes gone. In swinger to line this one up. No one really hassling the goalkeeper. Never hurts to put a player in front of your opposition goalkeeper. That one, a low one. Trying to flick it on. Looks like they got to try it again. That one higher. Oh, was he may have been looking right into the goal that time, but the keeper rose up to gather it and distribute it well and quickly. Left-footed ball up the field, just not on the right foot. And it's going to roll all the way through to the Montreal 67 netminder. Oh, look at where all the players are for 67 in the midfield. They're all on the outside of those hash marks. Not conducive to moving the ball well there. Verdansk moving through the midfield so easily as they usually do. Playing it outside. He's hopped up into the rush here, and that's a well-timed slide tackle to take away the break. Heavy touch from the attacker. Just exposed the ball, and the defender was able to time his tackle well. Calls for a handball there, but the official didn't see anything wrong. Trying to dribble his way out of trouble, and he's been held back, so it'll be a free kick. Playing the easy ball out to the fullback, who's going to take his space and play it through. Harmless ball, though, and the defense deals with it easily. Defender forced to step up here. If they can get around him, they'll be in business. Looking for the central ball, swing and a miss. Here they come now, Verdansk. That's a great ball. A first-time shot for sure. There it is. Great save by the keeper. Not fully cleared just yet. Looks to the official. No call coming. Nice ball. That was an excellent move forward as he sliced it diagonally. It was got to be a first-time shot. That's exactly what he did. Forced the keeper to get down to make the stop. Good football that time from Verdansk. Maybe a bit unlucky not to have capitalized on it. Stepping inside. Now on his right, lofting it forward, trying to run onto it. It's going to fall for them. Another great save by the keeper. And then the rebound falls right into his hands. As much as we haven't seen the ball, a whole lot of offense result in goals, you have to give credit to the goalkeepers here. They've been putting on quite the display.
Change for the team, Montreal 67. With the number 12, Rodriguez, substitution to the number 0.
And 67 making a change.
And with the number 14,
Or making changes, we should say.
Venezuela, substitution to the number 5.
But yes, both goalkeepers active. And they've done their job well as it's still 0-0. This one played square, but it's going to be a giveaway. Can 67 counter here? Player goes down. Easy decision that time from the officiating crew. About midway, give or take, through the first half, and it's quite frankly remarkable we haven't seen a goal yet. As the offenses, the attacks have been flexing their muscles. However, they have not been able to get the ball into the back of the net. There's a man wide open on this near side. Surprised they haven't gotten it to him just yet. That's where they're looking now. It's a 2-on-1 in this flank. Playing it through. Nice ball. One more would open them up, but then the defender comes across. Moving it to the top of the box. Oh, it's a mistake from the defender. Can they capitalize here? Playing it across. The defender recovers. And then they put it out to touch. Again, Verdansk slicing through the defense, but not quite able to get that final ball that would open it up for a shot. Here comes Verdansk once more. They're just coming wave after Montreal 67. They've really been enjoying a lot of possession here as this one's over the top, running onto it. He's got some help and support, just keeps it in. They've got it inside the box once more. Trying to get it into a shooting position. Good tackle, he got the ball. Oh, actually, it's going to be a foul against Verdansk. So maybe as he was going down, he grabbed out and caught the player. But, I would really be interested in seeing how many touches Verdansk has taken inside the 67 penalty area. I'd say in this first 20 minutes, they have more than most teams taken an entire match. They've worked their way through once more, and they're offside this time, but nonetheless, they've been dribbling really close to the goal. They just haven't been able to turn and get the shot. Things starting to pick up a bit on the pitch now. And it's going to be a throw-in for Verdansk. Looking to switch the play. Not a bad decision. Player down, tying his shoes. You know, as a coach, you never like to see that. You're no use to your team if you're tying your shoe. And he just allowed the ball to be switched, and can Verdansk make them pay? Not this time, at least, as the ball rolls through. Another thing as a coach that you don't like to see is when you have to have a defender take your goalkeeper's goal kick. You know, that's a personal pet peeve of mine. You know, if you're going to be out there as a keeper, part of playing your position is taking goal kicks. You know, it's one thing to stop the balls, but distribution's an important part of the position too, and if you can't take a goal kick, you're not much use. And we've seen it a couple times in this league where goalkeepers are unable to take goal kicks. That one played through the middle, right to a 67 player, who puts it back where it came from, and right back into the hands of Verdansk. Oof. Yep, that definitely a foul as he went in there. Now they throw the ball away, and there's been a lot of that today. You know, just tossing the ball away, and things will boil over at some point if you're not careful as an official. You get the sense that if Verdansk don't get one before the half, they're not going to be feeling too good, as they're clearly the better team here. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. We'll call a spade a spade. They're the better team. They should probably win this match, but they have not been able to break through just yet. However, by the same token, you feel that if they get one, the floodgates may open. But you have to still get that one. And through 27 minutes, they've been unable to do so, but there's a reason that the matches are 90 minutes. Verdansk, we said a few times on these broadcasts, they're very good at closing the first half. They seem to have a late kick, maybe as their opponents tire, maybe as, you know, Verdansk settles in. They seem to score goals, you know, in the last 10 minutes or so of the first half. We saw them do something very similar in a recent game. I believe it was against LGQV, where they left it a bit late in the first half, but they did get their goal. And could we see something similar here? The wind picking up, as you can hear, in our camera microphones as Verdansk bring it forward. Trying a shot. Simple stuff for the keeper that time. This ball lofted up the field. If he does get onto it, he doesn't have a whole lot of support. Now some help arriving towards the top of the box, taking him on 1v1, putting it across. Good ball. It's going to fall here, but then the defender leaps in and does well to put that one away. Oh, good throw in over the head here. It's going to be an opportunity. Bringing it down, falls down. No penalty coming there for sure. But it was a nice throw, and it caught Verdansk off guard. It was over the defender's head. And Verdansk can fully stop the ball there. But it was over the defender's head. And for a moment there, it looked like it was going to fall. And how would that have changed the game if 67 could nab the opener? Verdansk would have had some work to do, but something tells me they're up to it. Turning on the ball. Pass not quite to the intended target. He's given it away, though. And now they call it back for a foul. As he gave it away, but he gave it away because he was fouled.
For the team, Montreal 67, with the number 19. Valenzuela, substitution to number 6, Infante.
So exactly on the half-hour mark, another change for Montreal 67. Ball up the field. Keeper gets that one easily. Again, showing no ill effects from going down earlier. I think he was just winded, and that's what I was trying to say. You know, as much as it hurts when it happens, you know that you're going to be better in about 10-15 minutes, whereas, you know, if you go down and it's a more serious injury and you're done for the match, that wouldn't be any good. And he sends that one straight into Section Z right there. Good tackle. Won the ball, separated the man from it. That one not quite as good as he slid in. And it'll be a free kick. Looking for it down the line. They found him as he takes a touch towards goal. Nice pass. It's going to open up here. There's a low shot. Wasn't going on goal. Hit a defender. But it opened up for them now. And can Verdansk counter? Playing it down the line. One more ball in there. Good slide tackle. Giving up the corner, but he took away a really quality scoring chance. Sent it deep into the... deep into Molson Stadium there. That's usually where the ambulance parks, right by that black fence there, kind of in between the building and the stands. That's where the ambulance usually parks when there's a football game at the venue. And a corner kick lined up here. Good one. Keeper punches. Falling out here. There's a long drive. Cleared off the line. Good, solid hit from the top of the box, but the defender was in the right position. Couple of moves there to the top of the box, trying to get onto his favorite left foot. It's going to open up here for another one. No, they play it across. Lofting it back to the far side. Again, some more white-knuckle defending here for Montreal 67. Dancing in. Low shot. Never made it through. A defender got a piece of it. Verdansk just always getting on that second ball. Again, he's going to try to move in here. Defender made a good tackle and forces it out of play. And what's he signaled here? The official whistles it. It looked like it was going to be a throw-in, but could we actually see a penalty here as the assistant referee wants a word? Usually if they want a word, there was something fairly egregious that was missed that would result in a penalty or a free kick. There's a yellow card.
Yellow card for the team Verdansk FC. Carton jaune pour l'équipe Verdansk FC.
Must say I missed that one. But yeah, whenever an assistant referee intervenes, it's usually because, well, a booking like that or, you know, a game-changing thing like a direct free kick or a penalty. Be interesting to see here. If Verdansk still get the ball, it must have been for some sort of dissent or something after the play, and that's exactly what happens. Moving in, no one interested in defending that one. They're going to keep it in play. Chipping in the cross, something to run onto. Defender heads it up. Still loose in there. Now this man's going to take it away himself. Ten minutes to go to the interval. Still 0-0, but Verdansk, they're so good ending these halves. Can they get one before the break? Onto his right. Why not? Oh, look at that shot. Bit of swerve on it there. goalkeeper would have been beaten, but it just goes over the bar. That one was some kind of impressive. It looked like it was going to be moving to the right, and then it just swerved off. But we said earlier as well, Verdansk, they fancy a long shot goal sometimes. They scored a couple of them this year. '67. Playing it up the field. They've got some support through the middle. Going to try to take him on 1v1. That one off of the defender. Stays in play. And then he pulls it out of bounds. Nice cross. It's going to fall here first time. No, he decides to control it, looking to open up. There's a shot, but it is blocked away. Again, Montreal 67 with some pressure, and they'll get another corner out of it. What is this, their third of the match? Second of the match, maybe? There's the corner, driven, but waist height. Oof. And two players fall heavily, and it's a foul against Montreal 67. And it looks like it is the player in white who's the worse for wear of those two. Verdansk driving forward again. Defender doing well, but now he's being beaten here. Left-footed ball, and then the finish goes wide. Lack thereof, we should say, of a finish. And the goalkeeper's off for a jog. '67 have to be careful here breaking out. Verdansk have created a couple of turnovers in vulnerable positions. They play it long this time, though. And here is Verdansk. Overlap being made. He's going to take it himself, though. There's a shot, and he's got the goal. Passive defending at best for '67, and it's a quality finish. And Verdansk, just as described, or just as advertised, we should say, get their goal late in the first half. No one interested in taking that one, and he says, thank you very much. Don't take anything away from the finish, though, right into the side netting. And we said it numerous times, they have a good late push in the first half, and they've done it again. Of course they have. And they open the scoring, and then we also predicted that once they open the scoring, it'll come in bunches for them. We'll see if maybe they can get another here in the first 45. '67, though, they're not a team to say die. They keep going. Turning it inside, defender gets there and clears it out. And was that a foul throw, or was that some sort of a high boot? Looks like it was the latter. Put in there, rising onto it. Got his head on it, but he put it over rather than down. '67 in some trouble here, surrounded, but they play it back to the keeper who knocks up the pitch. Nice job coming back, and he was actually coming. I was about to make that comment. It's remarkable he wasn't offside. He came all the way back from an offside position. So good energy to try to get the ball, but in that case, a bit too much. Long ball up the pitch, headed away. Here comes Verdansk once more. So good through the midfield. A pleasure to watch. That's a nice ball, too. Keeper's off his line. Gets there well. Showed good range that time. That one through, but a good burst of pace from the defender did enough to jostle the attacker. About 2 minutes from the halftime break as they slice it up the field, cut off, and Verdansk can play it away. Or excuse me, no, Montreal 67 can play it away. That time it went out of bounds. And it's going to be orange ball. And is that a foul? Don't quite know what was wrong with that play. It looked like he was just running down the ball. Yes, he was running it down hard, but... Okay, it is a throw, and I was about to say... You can't, there's, as far as I'm concerned, there's no foul for playing hard. Playing too physical, sure, but I think that was just a hard, good effort play. This one played back out, and Verdansk, they just keep possession so easily. Dribbling in, putting it down the line. That's a bit too heavy. It rolls all the way out for a goal kick. This goal kick might just spell the end of the first half, but no, they play it short. One last rush maybe for 67. And a high foot there. Official didn't like it. Good run being made right down the middle, but they decide to slow it up as we're into a bit of added time here. Playing it across right into the hands of the goalkeeper. And that's the final action of the first half. The goalkeepers have been busy. Remarkable. We've only seen one through the first 45. And we're back for the second half. 1-0 for Verdansk, and that is actually a bit surprising as there's been plenty of offense on display, a lot of attacking. Really for both teams, I'd say that Verdansk has the lion's share, but Montreal 67, it hasn't been one-way traffic. They have had a couple of good opportunities. Graham Naismith with you on the call. Verdansk are in orange, moving from left to right. Montreal 67 in white. This is the Premiership de Montreal. Be sure to follow the Premiership on Instagram for bonus content from a lot of the teams. And that ball rolls out of play. Montreal 67 playing it to the far side. They've had to do a lot of defending here, and they have given up the one goal. And they're doing some more defending here, and looks like they've conceded a free kick. Player just picking himself up after the foul. And they're lining up for the set piece. We've seen a couple of free kicks in dangerous positions already today. Laying it off. Now he'll try the shot. Oof, wasn't far away. Sails wide, but based on the keeper's reaction, looked like it was pretty close. Well controlled here by 67. Some support arriving as he maneuvers on the ball. And they're being forced back some more, and they've held on to it too long as here is Verdansk on the ball, looking to make them pay. Good pirouette to open it up inside. Around one slide tackle. A lot of open net there to shoot at, but it's a weak attempt right at the goalkeeper. Nice dangerous dribble there. He used the old pirouette. But here comes 67 playing the early ball. It's cut out by a defender who is content with just playing it out of play. Left-footed ball, well controlled, playing it square now. Player falls down by himself. It's going to open up for a shot, doesn't take it, and then the opportunity's gone. Interesting, that midfielder kind of just fell down all by himself. And there's a player down now for Verdansk. They've got an attack going, though, so they're going to keep it playing here as he's running at the goal. Left-footed shot gets through the keeper, but it's going to go wide, and we'll check on that injured player behind the play. Went down after a 50-50 and didn't get up. impossible really to tell what's going on right now, apart from 67 just going over some instructions. I believe the result of that move was a goal kick, and the ball's in play now. Oof. Not the best pass there. He's giving it away. Nice switch of the ball. Can they find their second here? First time shot. Goalkeeper down to make the stop. This goalkeeper for 67 does a really nice job getting down quickly and covering the low part of his net. And 67 bring it forward here. He's got no one ahead of him though. Someone making an overlap, cuts inside. One player can maybe think about being selfish for 67 as they haven't been able to commit too many men up the field. And maybe just trying to take it himself wouldn't be the worst idea. This free kick probably a bit too far away to consider that, but it will be lined up nonetheless. Chipped in, all the way through, harmless that time, and it's back for the goalkeeper to collect. Verdansk, no strangers to being successful in this league. They actually, the core of this team won the league in 2019. Under a different name, mind you. I believe they were called Selection CCSL, the Canadian Corporate Soccer League, which is the parent league, I guess you could call it, of the Premiership de Montreal. And there was interesting on that free kick, or on that goal kick setup rather, that Verdansk didn't have anyone in the box. Remember the new rules? Well, they're not really new anymore. They've been around for a couple of years, I think. You're allowed to, the ball doesn't have to leave the 18-yard box off of a goal kick, so you can just tap it to a defender or something. It was interesting that they lined up the way they did. Playing it wide. Another good slide tackle. That's happened a couple of times already for 67, where they've been forced to slide in there to make a play. Nice cut there. Good technical ability. The important thing after a move like that is the acceleration afterwards. Sometimes you see them make a move and then they just kind of stand there, but he made his move and then exploded away from a player. And that was a hard, crunching tackle in the midfield, and it is a booking. First one of the match to 267. We saw one to Verdansk earlier in the match.
Change for the team Verdansk with the number 10 substitution to the number 98.
So some fresh legs for Verdansk in the early goings of this second half. It is only a one-goal lead, and they'll be expecting to get full points out of this one. You'd think 2 or 3 more, or, well, getting it to 2 or 3 would make them comfortable, so 1 or 2 more. Because I'm not convinced that Montreal 67 will be shut out in this match. A shout there. That one just a bit behind the play. I believe it's Verdansk ball. Ball out wide. Couple of options. Has to put in a good cross. It was an okay cross. It didn't really clear that defender. But 67 did a nice job of lining up and having a lot of players available in that box, and they'll probably stay up there here as they've got a free kick. They play it quickly, though. And it looks like this one has come to nothing. Oh, no, they've still got it here. Still not fully cleared, and then they get it away, Verdansk, and they get it away so well that it's going to be a counterattack, chipping it over the top. A lot of pace down that left side, but a defender gets there and just clears it any which way, really, just so long as it's away from the danger area. That one did just stay in. Good eye from the official. And it's with 67. Cutting it back. Can it open up for a shot for them? It looked like it was, but instead he tries to poke it around. Maybe a defender got in to hassle him. Still will be 67 ball. But look, there's not going to be a ton of chances for Montreal 67. They will get some, but there's not going to be a ton. And when you have a ball there, you got to shoot it. Because you know that Verdansk at any given moment can just take possession back for the next 10 minutes. And you're going to be defending. So when you're there, take the shot. And here comes Verdansk, skipping by easily. Defender just got the foot in, though. Then it's given away. This man's well offside, and they know it. So he elects not to play it. Player falls down. Disjointed play, but 67 get it back. This one played up the field. He's going to take it himself here. He doesn't have a whole lot of help, but he's got the pace to do so. Good stop from the keeper. Still loose there. The defender gets it away. And now the defender is down in a world of pain after sacrificing the body to break up the play.
Change for the team Montreal 67 with the number 27 Abdulaziz. Substitution to the number 19 Valenzuela. And another change for the team Montreal 67 with the number 11 Ouellet. Substitution to the number 14 again Valenzuela.
Couple of changes, and Verdansk maintain the ball. Stepping in. There's not a bad shot opportunity. It skips off the defender, though. Looking to keep it moving to the left side. Good run being made forward, but that pass not up to snuff. 67 get it back. Can they break through? They are going to have a chance here. Cutting it back across. Just wouldn't fall kindly for them. And it's going to be a corner kick. They broke through the back line again, though, and asked some questions of the Verdansk defense. No one on 67 really expressing an interest in taking this corner. Now a player is going to go over to get the ball. They're going to put quite a few men in the box. That one high over the keeper's head. And a defender rises, and actually there was a foul somewhere in there. So it's going to be pretty much a goal kick for all intents and purposes. Good turn on the ball. Still a half hour to go in this one. Oof, that one off his own man. And an offensive foul that time. And actually a yellow card.
Yellow card for the team. Verdansk.
Looked to me like the yellow was to 67, but okay. And we play right on. Another good spin. They like those pirouette moves, don't they? And they'll draw a foul here. Chipping it over. Good, well-timed run, but didn't get enough power behind the shot there. You know, sometimes a ball like that, you just need the slightest touch back across the face of goal, and the goalkeeper's moving the wrong way. No chance for him. That's what he was trying to do there, but didn't quite get enough power behind it. Nice ball. Looked like it was going to be just out of the reach of the defender, but he recovered well. And now poking it through. Sliding to it. Verdansk have it, taking it around the goalkeeper, and there's number 2. They get their second goal. Good composure in front of goal. We'll take another look here. Slide tackle, didn't get enough behind it, and nice composure. Easy as you like, and they're content with doubling their lead. You know, it's funny, of all the chances a lot of the chances Verdansk, you've got to give them credit. They really build up really well. The chances they get are well deserved. They move the ball through the midfield. Their defense is comfortable on the ball. Their forwards know what to do in terms of getting into dangerous positions. As I think they're trying to get a change in here. And then, for all the good work they do on the ball and, passing to feet, passing to space, they get a goal off of almost a disjointed chance, a chance that's kind of handed to them. As there's a new player out there for 67, and we're back to the action.
For team Montreal 67. It's on the field. Substituting the number 6.
So now with a 2-goal lead, Verdansk pretty comfortable. But they won't let their level drop. That's one thing they've shown this season. Goalkeeper in his pink uniform and yellow socks, kind of starburst colors there. Definitely won't be confusing him with, with an official or another player. Good ball up the field here. Montreal 67 looking to reply. Out wide. Good position to try to cross it. He does with the left foot. Keeper claims it. and he hops in front of the attacker and then distributes it quickly, as he does a couple of times, or he has done a couple of times. And it's blown dead for an offside. So for 67, it's a bit tough. They've played well at times, but they're down by 2 here, and it's going to be a tall task coming back. While Verdansk, they'll be looking to pad their goal differential as they look to be destined for the playoffs. And maybe even the favorite in this league. Great ball, that. Catching the defense up. Goalkeeper stays home. They're looking to make it 3 here. 1-on-1. Again, he brings it around the keeper, and it is 3. Again, good composure in front of goal, waiting out the goalkeeper. And they catch the defense napping. Goalkeeper went down too early.
Third goal for team Verdansk FC.
And so now, with the way things have gone for the last 5 minutes, it's almost as though you're hoping this one doesn't get out of hand. At least for Montreal 67's sake, we say that because they haven't played poorly today. They played well at times and maybe unlucky not to have gotten a goal. Skipping through. Are they looking for 4 here? Defender bullies him off the ball. Tries to win it right back, but he's done so illegally. They turned it over again, 67. Verdansk gets almost too easy for them now. I think the keeper got a piece of that, did he not? Unclear what the call is here. I think it should be a... No, it's a goal kick. Or is it? Yeah, it's a goal kick. They're just... This is a free kick. You know, one of the things that you see from the... I guess it's a goal kick? You know, one of the things that you see from the officials at the top level, and you see this especially in American football or Canadian football and baseball, is the officials at the top level, there's never any question what call they make. They put those signals out there. If they're signaling a touchdown, the entire stadium knows it's a touchdown. They don't half-heart it. And, you know, in baseball, if there's a strikeout, you know, everybody, even the guy up in the nosebleeds knows it's a strikeout because they let everybody know, those umpires do, that it's a strikeout. And that's sometimes what you see lacking from officials at a lower level. They don't sell the calls, you know. They really point that it's a corner kick, or really, you know, emphatic that it's a corner, or a penalty, we should say. That one's a goal kick. Ball out of play that time, and it's a throw-in. Good hard tackle there. Clean tackle, but it forced the ball out of play, so it'll be another throw-in. And there was a handball there. Playing it through again, trying to take advantage of a high line, but the defender recovers. '67 do play a rather high line, and Verdansk have been able to exploit it a few times. Here they come once more, Verdansk poking it in there right at the goalkeeper. Verdansk sometimes with the ball, it's almost like they have a ball on a string, or the ball on a string. Just doesn't move away from their foot. Even if it's a heavy touch, it's rolling back to them. And it's now going to be a free kick. May as well try a shot from here. Inside of 35 yards. A bit far away, but we know they've got a few players who can really drive the ball. And in this situation, with the score the way it is, may as well try it, right? This one actually 31 yards away, definitely a shooting range. We'll see what they can do here. That one driven right into the base of the wall. And then knocked away. And the keeper kicks that one out of play. And he's going to go check on the player who's fallen. Maybe just a bit of a cramp. Not the warm, muggy conditions that usually bring on cramping, but I'll take a look at him nonetheless. Hope it's nothing too serious here. Wasn't like it was a crunching challenge or something, not really much contact. And they did lose a player earlier this year, Verdansk did. It looked like he did his hamstring in. I believe it was Mohamed Kleit. And he was just running down the ball and just, it was just to the left of our screen actually, running down the ball, and he just knew it. And we haven't seen him since, unfortunately. And he was an important player for them in the midfield. Then again, I mean, looking at the way they play in the midfield here, not like they're really missing him, but he was definitely a starter and definitely a real motor for them in the midfield as this player is gingerly walking towards his bench here. And it doesn't look like he'll be okay to continue. Also holding his hamstring, unfortunately, from the looks of things. This will be a Montreal 67 throw-in, by the way. As he makes his way off, and they'll have to insert a new player. And we're about to tick down to 15 minutes from time, a comfortable 3-goal lead for the team in orange as there is their new player coming on. 67 take the throw, and they throw it right to Verdansk, who cleared it away. Good fair play that time.
Change for the team Montreal 67. With the number 14, Valenzuela, substitution to the number 27, Abdul Aziz. And another change for the same team, Montreal 67, with the number 67. Richard, substitution to the number 12, Rodriguez.
So a pair of subs for 67 as we tick towards the closing minutes of this match. In 67, it's been a tough season for them at times. They did have that one nice comeback against White Eagles, but it's been tough for them, and it was going to be tough coming in against one of the league's best. They played valiantly, though. Verdansk enjoying some possession at the back. Now driving through the midfield. Playing it out wide. This is a trademark Verdansk build-up here. Left-footed shot, skips off a defender. Goalkeeper, whoa, throws himself at it, but it's a fruitless effort as it rolls out, and it's going to be a corner kick. But that was really a trademark Verdansk build-up. A combination of short passes, long passes, good decisive runs on the ball. When they're really clicking, it's attractive football. And it'll be interesting when they match up against some of the top teams in this league. Verdansk Sabelero would be a delicious matchup. Moving in, trying to get onto his left. Defense collapses and takes it away. Good move here from 67, playing it over the top. Goalkeeper waits for it and easily picks it up. He's had a quiet second half, the Verdansk goalkeeper. Look at how comfortable they are on the ball, stringing together passes. Now turning it, and it's parted again for them in the midfield. Defender steps up this time to make the play. This one up should be onside, but the defender shows off his pace and is going to escort this one out of bounds.
Change for
And number 10 receives some kind of a reception there, and we're back to the action. Stepping in there, playing it square. Good bit of play here. Across, controlled well. Top of the box, looking for a shooting lane. But the defense will win this one out from the looks of things. And there's going to be a free kick. Soft one to concede, but a free kick nonetheless. And another opportunity to put one towards goal from Verdansk. Looks like a couple of players want to try it, and are they going to try something off the training ground here? They've got a man standing in front of the ball. It is a direct free kick as far as I'm concerned. Although the official does have his arm in the air. Nope. It is a direct free kick. There's the shot. Good shot at that, and it's a goal. 4 goals for them. And a great shot into the roof of the net. Quality finish. He'll be happy with that one. Struck it clean and true. Sailing there. And the goalkeeper left grasping at air. And so it's 4-0, a decisive scoreline, a decisive win for Verdansk, who will be happy with their work today. It took them a while to find the back of the net. Probably would have wanted their goal to come a bit sooner. But 4 goals for them, 2 one-on-one with the keeper, showing good patience. Their opening goal to the match, which was an individual effort, just picking out a corner with a good shot. And then the free kick, the very well taken free kick. Playing it in, it falls for 67. It was open there for a shot into the side netting, but it's out of play, and there'll be a sub coming in.
Montreal 67 with the number 0, Makul. Substitution to the number 9, Harindi, Jareni.
Montreal 67. You know, they're named after Montreal Expo 67, which took place in Montreal in 1967, and I believe it's some sort of a brand that they're trying to build, and they're starting with a football team. This stadium, kind of in a roundabout way, had something to do with Expo 67. I keep wanting to say Montreal 67 now, but Expo 67. There was a stadium built down by the water, which is south of here by a good couple of good 15 minutes with the traffic, and it was called the Autostad, and that was kind of going to be the big premier outdoor venue for the city. They kind of initially, it was this stadium right here, Molson Stadium, where all the big outdoor events took place, but then it went to the Autostad, and the Autostad was just a poorly constructed stadium in the 60s and 70s, just, you know, bad location, bad design. I don't think it lasted more than 10 years before everything migrated to the Olympic Stadium, which is still standing today, which was built for the the Olympics. And because of the Autostad being constructed as part of as part of Expo 67, it kind of spelled for a good couple of decades the end for Percival Molson Memorial Stadium, where there really wasn't a whole lot going on here. No professional football, no big events, no concerts. It was really just college, university football, and university sports, which at the time were very big, much bigger than they are today. Now the average attendance for a McGill game is, I think, around maybe 4,000 or 5,000. Back then, they were getting into the double digits and 12,000 fans. But it looked like it was going to spell the end for Molson Stadium. But then they kind of rediscovered it in the 90s, and it's a good little venue where the Montreal Alouettes play. It's pretty central to the city. This is as close as you're going to get to the downtown core of Montreal to have a large outdoor venue like this. This venue, just a walk up the hill. Probably, it's 10 minutes to get down from where we are right now to Sherbrooke Street. And Sherbrooke Street probably, the northernmost major artery of the city. Just a few blocks away from St. Catherine Street, which is the main street of Montreal, I guess you could call it. But for the tradition is, as the corner's taken short, the tradition is for Montreal Alouettes football games that, the fans beforehand, they'll have their pregame meal and their drinks down, maybe on Crescent Street or Bishop Street at all the bars there, and then they'll make the trek up to the stadium, up the hill. Oof, that was a heavy challenge, but the official waves it off. And there was a famous sportscaster in the city named Randy Tiemann. And I think there's something going on behind the play now. Probably some verbals, nothing more. That looks to be what it is. But yes, Randy Tiemann, he covered the Montreal Alouettes here at this stadium for such a long time, and he would always be seen walking up the hill. Randy was a larger man, I'll put it politely, and he was always seen walking up the hill and cursing that he hated walking up that darn hill, and from downtown. And he did love covering his sports, and unfortunately we lost him. When would it have been? I think it would have been the fall of 2018. October 2018, I think we lost Randy Tiemann, who was a fixture in the city for so long. And we still miss him dearly. I remember speaking with him. When would it have been? It would have probably been around April, really, of 2018. Only a few months before he passed. He was retired at the time. And a legend in the Montreal sports scene. Here, however, you have a feeling that the disciplinary committee will be taking a look at this one, and they've got the footage to see what happened. And the issue here, I think, is that there's some players who are on the bench who have made their way onto the field. We see a man there with the ice pack. He's not in the game. And, in this situation, I think it's best for the official just to call the match. I mean, really, what are we going to gain from playing the last couple of minutes? It's 4-0. It's a decisive scoreline. It's not like it's a close game coming right down to the wire here. And really, I think it's best that the official just gives it the 3 tweets there and calls it a night here from Percival Molson Memorial Stadium. We are into added time. And what's the official got there? He, oh, he's got the ball. That's okay. I thought he was carrying something onto the field. And he restarts with a drop ball. And all right, well, there we go. That'll do it. A 4-0 win for Verdansk over Montreal 67. Thank you for joining us. This has been the Premiership de Montreal. We'll see you next time.